Hi, welcome back. It's Gary from Gary's Coin Channel. I'm going to do another nickel hunt. $4 in nickels, 40 nickels per roll. These are from the bank. They were commercially rolled by a company that takes circulated nickels and rolls them up. So you never know what you're going to get. Okay. I gotta pause for the hard part. Actually, these open up pretty easy. Let's spread them around. Take a quick look at them. Nothing's jumping at me. Alright. If you've watched my videos, you know that what I do is anything I find I'm going to put up here, next to the flag here. And we'll do a review at the end of the video. And have my microscope set up on a box I use to tilt, to get a better look at them. And if you look at the microscope view, you can see what I'm talking about. The first one up is a nice oldie, a 54. So without any more delay, let's get right to it. And be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to have a lot more. I'm waiting patiently on my centennial I don't know, semi-quintennial. I can't say it. A tongue twister. Quarters that are on the way. So hopefully they'll be here soon. And we're going to do more videos on that. So if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and comment below. And if you're new here, welcome. Thanks for stopping in. All right, let's get right to it. We got a 54. Denver. And all right, looking at this. Oh, this looks like a cut on the right. Very minor. But I can't say for sure. This looks like a woody as well. That could be staining. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, let's check that mint again. Mint mark. It's not repunched. Let's send it back to the bank. 2015 Philly. Nothing going on. 23 Philly. Nothing going on. 84 Philly. Nice condition. It's got a hard strike to it. Little indentation in the cladding. There's more evidence on the reverse. Nothing really going on. It's a kind of a common occurrence. Whenever you see stuff like this, check for cuds along the collar. If you have a decent cud, they have a little value. But this one doesn't. Nice looking cord. Otherwise, back to the bank. 22 Philly. Nothing there. 23 Philly. Nothing there. 98 Denver. The one die. PMD. Heavy PMD on the back. Nothing there. 22 Philly. Nothing there. 16 Philly. Nothing there. 22 Philly. Nothing there. 2019 Philly. Nothing there. 72 Denver. Nothing there. Ratty looking. 91 Denver. Ratty circulated nickel. 89 Philly. And then 2000 Philly. Looks like a little bit of staining going on. Not mint related. 73 Denver. The Ring of Death. Going on. 98 Philly. Going on. 17 Philly. Nothing going on. 95 Denver. Going on. 64 parking lot coin. Nothing going on. 87 Denver. A clean looking nickel. It's a clean strike, but well, stairs are worn a little bit. This is one of those coins you're like, come on, show me an error. It's a little off-centered. It's nothing to get excited about, but it does have a high strike near the collar. I don't see any clashing, no cards showing up, no dot clash on the back, non-existent, just a little indentation in the cladding. A nice looking coin otherwise. 87 Denver. Alright, let you go back to the bank. 22 Philly. $21 Philly. Yeah, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And remember, at the end of the video, I will do a full review of this hunt. You could fast forward to the end, that's fine. I'm just glad you're here and say hello. Below the video, say hello. Tell me what state you're from, what country. Look at that, this is a grease stripe coin. There's actually some rippling of the cladding on the top of Jefferson's head. It's not really an uncommon thing, but there is some nicer elements. This one's got a lot of heavy wear on it. PMD, which is post-mint damage, but yeah, it's got that ripple on the top. I'm going to put it aside just to put a review on that. If you have any thoughts on it, let me know. It's something. It is a common thing. You see it a lot. You see in clad coins. You see issue with the cladding gets rippled or bent and distorted. And nickels are no stranger to that. 74. These American nickels are nickel plated copper. You have copper underneath. Might be another element, tin or something, but for the most part it's nickel plated copper. 74 Denver. There might be some zinc in it, I think. I'm guessing. They do that. It's because zinc has a way, it helps with the bonding. And so it could be in the core, in the, in the copper and the zinc and nickel plating. The zinc will plate well with copper. That's what I do know. Well, copper plates well with zinc. 2019D, Denver. I could be wrong. I see a lot of people asking about these filled-in mint marks. You got the P for Philly, and it's filled in. That could be from a die chip on the actual minting mint mark, and it filled with material. Is it a valuable error? No, it's actually quite common, but it is it's a conversation thing. Like, oh, is it? A lot of people ask, is that worth anything? It's filled in. No, but it is a filled in mint mark, and it's not really something that draws any value. So, but it is there nonetheless. I should have held that for the end, but that's what's going on there. Die chip. You're not going to make $1 million trying to sell it, I'll tell you that. You're probably not going to sell for more than 5 cents either. So, but that's what's going on, in my opinion. If you know more about the subject, please, respond in the comments below. Oh, okay, 22 Denver. Nothing there. 01 Philly. Nothing there. 03 Denver. Nothing there. 22 Philly. Nothing there. 22 Philly. A nasty stain. Looks like from a penny. It was in someone's cup holder. That's Diet Pepsi. Oh, 06 Philly. This looks like a die crack on a building. I'm not gonna say it is or isn't. No, it's not. 91 Philly. It's like a worn die or just a circulation wear. Nothing going on. 21 Philly. Nope. 16 Philly. And, remember, guys, I'm not a numismatics specialist. Science and numismatics. I'm a coin collector, just like everybody else. And if I have an awkward term for something or it's not quite accurate, please correct me. I mean, just say whatever. That's fine. I do this for the enjoyment, and I hope most people that do these hunts, you know, they like the hunt. It's all about finding issues, and it's the hey, you never know thing, you know. So I get a little off with my comments, or you know, please say something. I mean, it's all about conversation. I'm, you know, I have a very thick skin. Trust me. Been through a lot. If I say it's a die chip and it's a die crack, I mean, hey, go for it. PMD, a lot of people get confused. You look at the trust, the S and a T, that looks like definitely PMD. That's not an error. But if it is an error, correct me. And, you know, machine doubling always throws a lot of people off. They say, oh, it's a double die. It's like, no. '23 Philly. I always like to find errors that are, you know, like closed case errors. It's definitely an error. Oh, here we go. 68, San Francisco. Nothing special. They don't pop up too often. Back to the bank. Here's another one with a, I think it's I'll call it a power cap rim collar. So I'd say a hard strike. Actually see it a lot in the 80s. 86 Denver. Unless there's a cut coming out of it, or you know, any kind of hard doubling, I'll just pass on it. There's another filled mint mark. 78 Denver. Almost, it looks like it could be a repunched mint, but I'm not gonna go there, 'cause I can't say for sure. 98 Denver. Nothing going on. Let's see what this is. 90 Philly. Nothing going on. And below the video, I'll have a link to my Facebook group. You can come join us, become a member. It's free. It's Facebook. Or you could comment as a guest. You know, post what you want. It's an open forum. And you could, you know, post here too if you like. Comment. I am all about the conversation. Right, wrong, or indifferent. You want to talk about coins? It intrigues you like it does me. You've got a question or comment? You know, have at it. I'd love to talk to you. You know, at least have that dialogue. That's what it's about. 2019 Philly. 204 Philly. Lewis and Clark. Hey, there's an extra guy on the boat. That's an error. No, I think I say that. 03 Denver. 04 Philly. Lewis and Clark. No, Louisiana Purchase. I say Lewis and Clark. That was the last coin. I don't see anything going on. 18 Philly. Nope. 86 Philly. Nope. 19 Philly. Nope. 95 Denver. I saw that on the bottom. Almost looks like a cud. I don't know what that is. Could be a nick. Probably a nick. Get out of here, Nick. It's the wrong spot for a cut. $19. Alright. Come on. 21 Philly. $19.99 Denver. Yeah. 2000 Denver. Look at that. That looks like it almost could be a repunched mint mark. Or at best, machine doubling on that Denver mint mark. And there's some evidence on the 2000. That's I'm going to say that's machine doubling. Again, I'm not a coin expert. I'm not an aficionado, but you look at the lettering, the numbering on 2000. It's very wide and it's got a shadow to it, and the D mint mark, the Denver mint mark, has a little machine doubling going on, which makes this coin a little bit interesting. We're gonna look at the back, and you see a little doubling. It's just machine doubling. It's type 2 doubling, they call that. Nothing really substantial going on. And on the reverse, the E has a little issue going on, but again, I think it's more from a hard strike and coin chatter, from the press. It's very under a lot of pressure. You gotta bam, just machine doubling. They call it like a chatter. But I'm gonna put this one aside just because it's got that slight issue to it. Machine doubling. It's not a repunched mint mark. At least I don't think it is. Doesn't look like it to me. 23 Philly. Yeah, let me know what you think. Remember, it's about dialogue. So you kind of think what it is, or you make an honest observation. Someone comes along, you idiot! It's not what it is. It's blah 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 blah. It's like It's like you almost get offended. Like, I'm sorry, I called it the wrong thing. They're out there. If you're one of those folks, that's all right. And if you do have a correction to anything I say, I'm all ears. Give it, lay it on. I'm okay with that. Like I said, I thick skin. None of that bothers me. And I've been corrected before. So it's all about the conversation. I always said that. Coin collecting, it's always throwing all my nickels on the floor again. That we stopped doing that. 2015 Denver. It's 2 down there. Alright, 22 Philly. $74. Nothing. Oh, Philly. I think those 74, they were on the front. The obverse. There. 2020 Philly. There. 2022 Philly. We have an early beehive on the left. Very minor. It's got the early stages of the die chip showing up here on the side of the building. Very early. Um, I'm not even going to put it aside. That's what that is. 22 Philly. Get out of here, you die chip. That didn't happen yet. 01 Philly. Die chip beehive. Get out of here. 22 Philly. And nothing. Alright. I put that down there on purpose. Alright, let's do the review. We got 2 coins. I forget what I pulled them aside for, but we're going to find out. Oh, that's right. The 2000 Denver. Very broad numbering, and the doubling and the type 2 doubling, or you can see that mint mark's got it. I mean, I don't think this thing would sell for anything more than 10 cents on eBay. But again, it's the dialogue, the conversation, something a little out of the ordinary. Not you don't see every 2000 Denver looking like this. So is it collectible? Yeah, you know what? I don't think so. And if you disagree, you say, hey, you got a 2000 Denver with the type 2 doubling. Look at it. That's crazy. Not going to get you anywhere, because, I mean, like I said, it's not normal. I'm going to call it a mint variety or a mishap. And it's not a double die. That's machine doubling. I don't think it's a repunched mint mark. It could be. You could say, hey, no, that's a repunched mint mark. If there's a known issue with 2000 Denver nickels, hey, let me know about it. And here you see a little, when I turn the coin on its edge a little bit, you see above the building here, almost looks like a die clash in the making. If you go this way, it's very, very minor. It looks more like a bump in a cladding. And nothing on the obverse. But again, that D for Denver is not normal. This is gonna be in that pile I put aside to really look at later. And if someone says, oh yeah, this is 2000 Denver nickels that, they're sought after, and I'll say, oh yeah, I got one of them. But I have to remember I got it. But I'll put it aside. And this one I put aside because of the bumped cladding. We see that a lot on cladded coins, whether it's a quarter, nickel, dime, penny. You get this. It's almost like an issue from the annealing of the plancher, and then whether it's the cladding is too soft or the strike was early in the day. I don't know what caused it, but there is a rippling of the cladding above Jefferson's head. There's no doubt. It's right here. That's not PMD. That's not like someone gouging a coin. They see evidence of grease in this area. So there's a hard strike with grease under pressure. You have little machine doubling. I noticed it right here on the G in God. You see a little machine doubling. Whenever a lot of pressure is involved with the coin, you see things like that. As well as, clash dies. Issues with the strike. And this one, you had this rim issue with the lettering. I think that this is more of just a scratch. That's PMD. and again, larger scratches, but a lot of the lettering is distorted because of the heavy grease stripe. See all these lines in here? That's from too much grease on the die when it was struck. So it builds up pressure, and then you have issues with the detail of the coin. So that's what's going on. As far as having any numismatic value, no. It's actually quite common. But if you have one that has extreme levels of issues because of a grease strike, by all means, put it aside, take good pictures of it, try to sell it. If that's what you're into. If you're into trying to flip coins or what have you. But if you put this on eBay, you either get laughed at or your listing, it'll never sell. All right, no major error going on here. But, and there's an abnormally, but it's not considered a bona fide error. Alright, that'll be it for this hunt. Thanks for watching. And again, please like the video if you liked it. You don't like it for me. Like it because you liked it. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. It would help me out greatly. It gives me more weight as far as getting my videos out. I like to share what I do. I'm an avid coin collector, probably for 60 years. So, yeah, you believe it or not, if you're younger, you're 20s, 30s, or teenage, you could be very young. You don't lose this thrill of the hunt. You really don't. You're always looking at your pocket change. You find a silver coin in the coin store. It's like, like it's a happy day. Yeah, it never goes away. So, FYI, for your information, you always have that excitement about finding something different, new, and makes your eyes open up a little bit. Just keep that, and that's why I do this. I mean, it's fun. Let me document it and put it on YouTube. And yeah, if you're a follower or you subscribe, thank you for supporting me. I really do appreciate that. And by the way, it's free for others that haven't. And yeah, hopefully we'll get more hunts in. I got uncirculated quarters coming really soon. Hopefully they should be here like now, and we're going to be doing those too. So for Gary's Coin Channel, this is Gary, and I'm signing off. We'll see you on the next one.